Okay, so last night I had a dream. Not a normal dream, not like flying or forgetting your homework, no. I dreamt of a 3D printer strapped on an RC monster truck driving while it printed. And when I woke up, instead of thinking that's insane and will never work, I thought I have a RC monster truck in my garage. So here we are. Alright, let's talk about why this is the dumbest idea I've ever had. A standard 3D printer sits on a flat, stable surface. It needs to be level, it hates vibration, the bed moves back and forth with millimeter precision. Now imagine taking all of that and putting it on top of a machine that was specifically designed to go fast over rough terrain. That's the challenge. And honestly, I love it. The base that I'm using is an RC monster truck chassis, big wheels, proper suspension. It's got enough surface area on top that if I can build a proper mounting system, I think I can actually make this work. The printer going on top is my Prusa MK3S, one of the most reliable printers I've ever used, which means if anything goes wrong today, it's entirely my fault. Let's get into it. First step, figure out exactly how to mount a printer to a monster truck without it immediately falling off. I grabbed my calipers and measured every surface on the RC car that could realistically be a mounting point. The goal was to run a 2020 Aluminium Extrusion across the chassis. That's the same kind of railed system used in 3D printer frames, so it's rigid, light, and gives me flexibility for how I attach things. The key design decision here was height. I needed a mount that can be high enough so that the wheels turn and compress under load, they don't smash into the bottom of the printer. That would not be ideal. I modeled the full bracket system in Fusion 360, checked the clearance from every angle, and once it was happy with it, it was time to print. Actually, really quick before I go further, only 1% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you're enjoying the content, just hit the subscribe button. It's free, it takes half a second, and it means YouTube actually shows you the next videos. Okay, back to it. Material choice, ASA carbon fiber. If you never printed with ASA carbon fiber before, it's basically what you use when you need parts that are light, stiff, and can handle stress without snapping. Regular PLA would probably survive about 30 seconds on a monster truck before giving up. ASA carbon fiber, that material is different. I printed a full set of mounts, let them cool, and started assembly. Once the mounts were done, I bolted the 2020 rail across the chassis and slid the Prusa on top. Looked ridiculous, it looked incredible. But then I noticed the problem. There was a cable organizer sitting right in the middle of the printer's bottom plate, which was going to interfere how it sat on the rail. So I relocated to the side, small fix but it matters. Next, I needed to secure the printer firmly to the rail. I used a standard 2020 frame brackets, the same ones that you were going to use if you're building a printer frame. 2 points of contact properly torqued. That printer, it wasn't going anywhere. And then I removed the stand from the bottom of the RC car. The suspension immediately collapsed under the weight of the printer. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Here's the thing, the RC suspension is designed for the weight of a car. A Prusa MK3S is not exactly light, so the moment I removed support stand and let the suspension take the full load, it just gave up. But I already had a solution forming in my head. I designed a flat bar sized to match the suspension's natural driving position and printed that in ASA carbon fiber too. It essentially acts as a right height spacer, locking the suspensions at a right height so the car can still move and drive normally without sagging. Alright, the moment of truth. The first drive test without the printer running just to make sure the whole thing doesn't collapse the second I hit a bump. I connected my PS4 controller, took a deep breath, and it moved. Not just moved, it drove pretty badly. Not smooth and not stable. The mounts held, the suspension held, and the printer just rode on top like it didn't want to. I drove around with a few passes, threw in a couple of turns, hit a rough patch, and honestly, it handled way better than I expected. Okay, time for a real test. I ran an extension cord outside, started a print job on the Prusa, waited it for it to heat up, and then the moment the muzzle started moving, I picked up the controller. And it was working. The printer was laying down filament, the car was moving, the layers were going down. It was literally driving a 3D printer around my driveway. And it was printing something. This was one of those moments where you stop and think, why has no one done this before? And the answer, as I was about to find out, is because of physics. I got a little confident, I gave it a bit too much throttle, and the monster truck, living up to its name, did a wheelie. Now you might be thinking, okay, a wheelie, that's fine, it will come back down. Except when the front wheels lifted, the mass of the printer was at the back, so the printer fell down and the bed of the printer couldn't move back anymore. It was blocked and the printer, not knowing any of this, kept trying to move it. Skipped steps, later shifts, print ruined. The whole thing just gave up mid-print. Exactly what you'd expect when you physically stop a printer mid-motion. I immediately cut the throttle and checked on everything. The good news, the printer was completely fine, like totally unaffected. It's running right now in the background printing parts for a project you'll see in a month or two. The build itself I'm genuinely proud of. The mounts held, the ASA carbon fiber performed exactly how I expected, the suspension fix worked, and for a solid stretch of time we had a driving 3D printer. Will I do this again? No. But for a first attempt for something that started as a literal dream, I think this is a win. If you made it this far, you clearly enjoy watching people make questionable engineering decisions, and I respect that. Hit that like button if you want to see more bad ideas come to life. Subscribe for more 3D printing builds, weird experiments, and whatever my brain decides to do next at 3 AM. I'll see you in the next one.